Hey, this is part 3 of laying our foundational rhythms. First, we talked about those 3 things that are most important to us. Oh my gosh, check this out. This is my walk. Isn't that awesome? I'm loving this. But we talked about our 3 top things that we want to embody, that we want to be known for. And then we talked about our 3 to 5 deliverables on a daily basis on, okay, this is what you're believing for, this is what you're hoping for. Everybody wants progress, not everybody wants a change. So what needs to change? Do we need to prioritize certain deliverables or things that we execute on? Have those things been a priority? And if not, then why? So now we've got those 3 to 5 actionable things that we can do every day, and we're not overwhelming you with, all right, do these 10 things, do these 7 things every day. I want you to just focus on these things. And even if you don't do them every day, maybe there's certain things that you do weekly or bi-weekly that make their way into your calendar. So lastly, just on part 3 of this short unit, now is where I would really like for you to focus on, how do you build your schedule? How do you build these things in? Like, it's not enough for me just to list things out. Now it's just a to-do list, and before you know it, it's 2 p.m. and I haven't even started because I just was responding to everything that was happening today, right? So the way that you can build this in is some people call it block time. You basically, or time chunking or time blocking, however you want to call it, you basically take a certain predetermined amount of minutes, and let's say there's 5. Let's say there's 5 50-minute, this is the 5 by 50 method, and I really like this because 50 minutes, I can go for it. I can be super focused for 50 minutes. And I might have alluded to this maybe this last week or so, but we're going to focus on, hey, if you have the flexibility to structure out your planner or your schedule, how are you doing that, and how are you prioritizing, those different items that you really need to execute on and bring a lot of value to the world? So the 5 by 50 method is basically goes like this. There are 5 blocks of time, and maybe you want to use little Post-its or use a highlighter. Some of you people probably want to just really, use different colors that really symbolize something. So maybe yellow is growth, or green is, hey, this is my bottom line, this is my business. Maybe pink or red is like, man, these are the relationships that I really need to cultivate. But I think that there's a really great way that speaks to you in your heart, where you can visualize. I need the visualization. I need to be able to see something on a piece of paper in front of me. I can't just think about all of these different gears and when people are really in deep thought, and it's like, man, these gears are really turning. Man, my gears, I don't even know what my gears look like, right? I just know that they're moving, and I have a hard time visualizing if something's not in front of me. So getting out a sheet of paper, looking at my daily or my weekly agenda, I want to be prioritizing these blocks of time. And I don't do anything else. I don't check Facebook. I don't check my emails. I'm not making phone calls. I'm not answering my phone. The only person I answer my phone to when I'm in the middle of something is my wife. That is it. Nobody else gets that time, but I will drop everything for her. So I want you to prioritize your days in such a way that says, these are my 5 blocks of time. And hey, I get it. Some of you may be in a season right now where, Jordan, that really isn't realistic. It's like, all right, well, if these things are important to you, you got to make them important. I'm not going to say that you, for whatever reason, have more hours in a day than anybody else, or that, time to just rise to the occasion. But what can you do? What can you locate? I've got a really great mentor in my life that says, locate what you know. If this doesn't fit into your schedule, well, what do you know? What can work for you? How can you leverage focus into your schedule? And I'm going to speak to you as somebody that maybe have an open schedule, and maybe you have the flexibility, but this is my favorite approach to it. So with my three things in mind, hope, joy, and love, those are the things that I really want to just bring the world to, or I want to bring into people's lives. There are certain deliverable things for me. So, part of me is building, like just creating content and building courses. And, I need to spend an hour a day on that stuff, right? I need to spend about an hour a day just connecting with people and building my relationships and cultivating connection, those types of things. One of the things that I really, 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 really want to understand is my identity as a son of God. And I need to be able to study those things out and make sure that I'm returning my heart to, cultivating those things. Or if I want to learn how to do a certain skill and that's going to be required for success down the road, well, then I need to prioritize that. It's kind of like going to school, right? Education needs to be something that you pursue, and growth is something you need to pursue so that you become who you're destined to become. Our fulfillment is not on the other side of accomplishment, but we can attack those things with great joy and expectation, knowing that we are stewarding our opportunities well. Whatever is immediately in front of you, if you're a poor steward of that, don't expect life to just change and then all of a sudden you're just going to get there. You've got to lean into these things. So your assignment for today is figure out the topics or the categories that you need to basically build your schedule around. These are pillars of my success, and I am not going to deviate from these things, and this is where I'm putting them in my calendar. And they need to get done, Maybe you need to harness your PM or your AM routine just a little bit better so that you can carve out time in order to prioritize these things. So I hope that's encouraging. I hope that helps. If you have any questions at all and need to kind of, flesh some of this stuff out, I'm totally available to you. I would love to help you just build this out, because what I do know is that we have a whole lot of different kinds of people here with different roles and different schedules, and might need a little bit of help trying to figure out how to cultivate this and perfect it so that you can lean 100% running towards personal mastery. All right? So be awesome today. Live well, live large, love like crazy, and do your homework.